Hi everyone, it's me, Erkan, Ali here with Gill Tiney, and we're at the Hertford meeting. How you doing, Gill?
It's fun. I've had a good time. Yes.
So we've just done a first. We haven't done a double act like that in.
No. It was sort of a first and second,
yeah,
two-parter.
It wasn't really a double act. So we just did a Know and Be Known session together. A Know and Be Known session, for those of you who are hearing about this for the first time, is where a collaborator will share their best knowledge with our meeting. They'll familiarise everybody with who they are, a little bit about their background, how they became who they are, and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't really do that today. What we did was we focused on a performance jump in being commercially active and producing the results you want. But obviously, any area of your life, this could work for. So I went first, you went second.
Yeah,
you got the last word.
Yeah, I got the last word. That's brilliant, actually. I quite like having the last word. It's very rare. Well, what I loved about your bit, if I may be so bold, is you kind of take what is an everyday occurrence, but you translate it into a bigger picture. So we could have just sat and talked about, let's make the most of BeCollaboration and do these things, tick, 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 and then you'll be fine. But actually, you took it into everyone's different areas of their life, and you talked about the drift. So I'm a very pictorial person, so the picture you gave is like a massive ocean with lots and lots of boats on it, all kind of going in the same direction, and that's how we live our lives.
Or different routes, different...
Yeah, but there's stuff going on around us that's just going past us all the time, and that's how I saw it. It's like all these things that I could be doing, and it's just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
And all those things will be happening whether you do anything or you don't.
Yeah.
So there's all this activity going on, and then there's, what I was trying to get at is, there's all this human activity going on all the time, and then there's what we normally do. And what we do is we do what we normally do, and we want, breakthrough results. We want to get the woman of our dreams, or the man of our dreams. We want to get the contract of a lifetime, or we want to land a part, But what we're doing is ordinary. We're not actually doing anything outside of our ordinary game.
Do you often find sometimes, just from a perspective of, I've worked really hard today, and you think all I've done is send emails?
Yes.
And actually nothing there was actually any traction towards getting what you're after and what you wanted.
Yeah. One of the things you can be, with the technological world now, we can be really busy doing stuff that actually doesn't actually. It's like rowing with a stick and not an oar. It's like you feel like you're doing a lot, but it's actually not. It's not getting you the results. And I think what I really wanted to land today is your performance is a performance issue across the board. It isn't about being a BeCollaboration member or a member of anything, or a course or a new book. It's really the quality of your actions and who's taking those actions outside the ordinary, outside your ordinary game. Because there's, because I wanted to kind of really land today that there's nothing we're going to tell you to do that's new. Not really. Nothing. There's nothing.
No, nothing.
As amazing as you are, Gill Tiney, there's nothing any of us hadn't heard before in one way or another, right? And it's the same thing about you want to lose weight, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
You want to get fit, you know how to do it. There's loads of things we know how to do, but that knowledge doesn't make the difference on its own.
And I think in this day and age, a lot of people, without realising it, are committed to being average.
Yes.
And that's what they're used to, and that's what's comfortable, and they expect things to change, and they're still being average. And at some point you have to step out of that comfort zone and be above and beyond what you think you can actually be, and create something. And that's what I like about BeCollaboration, because it's such a safe space for you to step outside that comfort zone.
Yeah, and test stuff and explore.
Right.
Or say to people, look, I've done this, it didn't work. Or I've done this and it's worked. And people are sharing triumphs, they're sharing their failures, they're sharing where they've got through. I think the thing about this is, so for example, let's say you're in a job that you don't really like and you're just drifting, right? Or you're in a business and the business is just drifting, it's just stale, nothing really has shifted. And in some ways you're almost a prisoner to it. You're imprisoned by that level of performance. And what we've encouraged today in the Know and Be Known was breaking out of that way of being to really being outrageously go for it. If you really were given a kind of outcome that would change your life, what would you do today to make it happen? And most people wouldn't even know where to start.
No.
And that's where your bit was really important, because if you get your ducks in a row, like you know what your proposition is, you know what your value is, you know who you're looking for, you're creating content through our Know and Be Known, Genius Slot, Masterclass, join us on the podcast. All of those are supporting, corroborating evidence for why the person or the people or the group or the entities that you could make the biggest impact on are going to find you.
Exactly.
You can't do it by hiding in your bedroom.
It all comes together, doesn't it?
Converges.
When you do all of those things. But what a lot of people don't even know is what they want to be known for. So they can go off and they can say, oh yes, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, and I help people to do this. Well, what do you want to be known for? And what do people say about you? And when you've got that clear in your mind, it's much easier to then share it with other people. I mean, through all my networking that I've done, I see people stand up and do 60 seconds, and I'm like, I don't understand what you just told me. It means nothing. And I think if you're clear about it and you can explain it to a 5-year-old, and the 5-year-old can explain it back to you or to somebody else, then you nailed it. That's it. And then other people can start talking about you. And that's all what you're trying to do, is be memorable. Is stand out, be memorable, and be sure and confident.
But you can't be memorable if you're too worried about failing, or you're too worried about what people think, or you haven't really worked out your pitch. If you haven't really worked out your, you know, what you're throwing out there,
what's your proposition?
Then it gets diffused. And sometimes it's not easy. You know, look, even if you're doing something that so the things we collapse what we do with who we are. So if you are an accountant, or you're a web designer, or whatever it is, you know, a business coach or a nutritional specialist, as soon as you say that, people they've already compartmentalised you. They've already go, oh, I know what that is. Bang, you're done. You're finished in a way. But if you talk about what the effect of what you do has on the businesses or your clients, people will go, oh, I want that.
Yeah.
Or I know someone. I know someone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I get people saying to me all the time, oh, I know. Oh, you should work with blah blah blah. So we've had a really good meeting today.
So far, so good. We're only halfway through.
How did you step out of your drift today?
Oh, how did I step out of my drift?
Bearing in mind we didn't actually introduce the concept till about an hour ago.
Doing this. This is my first one of these that I've done.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Yeah.
We've got issues, haven't we? If this is the first time I've got you. So we've definitely got issues. So on that note, I think you know, when I looked at your list, I'm like, looking at it going, really, it's like anything. You know, you want to lose weight, you want to get fit. If you just did the basics every day.
But some people, more left brain, want to look down a list and go, oh, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. And it's moving them towards it. It's just moving them and taking... Because if you go, try anything, it's too much noise.
Yes.
So that's why I did a list, because although it's flipping obvious, it's still something that people...
It's quite a list. It's quite... I mean, the thing is also, to create
surface.
a video, no, but yeah, scratching the surface in terms of a list, but also it does take something, you know, to put yourself in front of camera and talk. It does take something to put yourself into a podcast for an hour and share your ideas.
Not everybody wants to, and some people are scared about that.
And you should be a little bit scared because it goes on the record. You know, you look at it a year later, you go, oh, did I really say that? You know, so it really is putting yourself out. Yeah. You know,
but when you're in a safe space, you're not going to be ridiculed.
We'll look
I've been
after
in places where, oh, you have to do a video, and we're going to video you for half an hour, and then it's put to pieces. It's really horrible when they go, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Why did you say that? Oh, no, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, did you realise? But here, we celebrate the good stuff, and we support and help when we see people that want to improve and help them improve. And that's just, when I say we, it's not you and me, that's the community.
That's not me, we don't do that. No. We just tell people off.
Okay.
When are we going to do another? I think we should do a double act soon.
That would be good.
Apart from the podcast.
Do you want to come out of your comfort zone then and then stop your drift? What should we do? State it now.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we've got 2 Be Inspired's coming up.
Yes.
And I'm redesigning the Be Inspired programme. And I'm going to do a redesign. I've decided.
Oh, hello.
I'm not doing a tweak. I'm going to do a redesign of it. And I'm going to really go for it.
Watch this space.
So Be Inspired programme, 19th of May, 22nd of September. That's what I'm going to do.
And it's going to happen. Because Gill's in it as well.
Exactly. Teamwork to make the
dream work.
Exactly. Okay, well listen, whatever you're doing today,
we're missing you.
Do something better. Come here. Yeah, sort your life out. Get to a BeCollaboration meeting. All the meetings are on our website, www.becollaboration.com. Book yourself in. It's free to attend. No one's going to pressure you. Well, maybe I might, but you know, you'll have a great time. But you know, come because you want to be challenged. You want to look at your life, what it's about, what you can achieve, and connect with other like-minded and like-hearted people. So on that note,
lovely. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Touchy bye. Hands look cute.
It's because they're right.